That meeting between the president and mayor-elect seemingly very positive, a tone that many people may not have expected, given, of course, the strong words both have used to address each other in the past.
Yeah, let's go ahead and bring in Democratic strategist Nick Smith for some insight on this meeting. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Okay, so Nick, what do you think of the president and Mamdani's kind of interaction during this meeting with the press? Very different from what we saw during the campaigning.
Absolutely. So the first thing that struck me was the fact that you have two men, the president of the United States and the mayor-elect, who are admittedly both politically talented in terms of their communication style. If you look at why President Trump won his election and why the mayor-elect won his, these were two changed elections, and folks, to both these gentlemen's points, are focused on affordability. It's very interesting that you have the elevation of the mayor-elect by the president. And there's a cautionary note here. There were some pleasantries exchanged. I heard the comments about FDR and coming after Con Ed. The cautionary note is the president knows political campaigning and persuasion, as does Mamdani. So the caution for the mayor-elect is, assuming you find some common ground on a couple of issues, the president will still use you as a foil for his own political purposes. And so we'll see what unfolds in the next months and years as both men are in office.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, they focus on what unites them, which is a change because for so long they have been very critical of each other. What do you think brought about the change?
The president has had a history of this. Sometimes folks on the opposing side, or Democrats that is, can be useful foils. So to me, I think the president saw his numbers rise in New York City in his own election, but he saw some of those folks switch over and vote for Mamdani. So I think that's a kind of a tacit acknowledgement by the president that the mayor-elect is in fact someone who communicates well, who focuses on the core issues like affordability and people's frustration with a lack of results. So I think as we move forward, we're going to see some big differences. As was mentioned, Tom Homan, the border czar, said he's going to send in the guard to the city of New York. How does the mayor-elect deal with that? The president will not agree with freezing rent. How does the president deal with that? And so, they're having a nice dance right now in the Oval Office. But the next few months, we need to watch and see how, when it comes to the policies, these things play out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you mentioned right there, really focusing on the policies moving forward. What do you think that New Yorkers should really kind of garner from this meeting of two men?
I really think New Yorkers should have a glimmer of hope here, actually, because you have a president who literally called the mayor-elect a communist. You have the mayor-elect who made his own comments about the president, but they both put that to the side in this public display of unity in some ways. And so if we can get money for affordable housing out of the president, if we can, prevent some of the guard from coming in by the president based on the mayor-elects showing up, standing in the Oval Office, that probably bodes well for the city, even if the mayor-elect's base doesn't like, the president. But the fact is, these two men are in charge. And we need to get resources from the federal government. And so I think it bodes well, actually.
Yeah, and I think that moral of this also is that the president does like a winner. So despite whatever he said in the past, he likes a winner, Zoran. So Nick Smith, thank you for joining us. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.